He's like 21 days into his job, 3 weeks. So great pleasure to meet him, and we thank him for spending some time with us. Ron Jantz, Jack Vaselaney along with you back here for the second half in a tight basketball game. Jack, I can tell you this, Coach McGinnis was not happy with the effort in the opening half. He thought the turnovers on transition were just, something that they need to tidy up. That's Hines inside to open the second half.
Absolutely. They turned over the ball probably a little bit more than they wanted to, as we see in the first half. 13 turnovers to Rochester 7. Just had a nice pass there from Fowler. Oh, good.
Frilling with a great block. He did say that we'd see more Cole Frilling on number 3 there for Rochester in the second half.
Absolutely. Cole can make it difficult with his ability to be athletic and long at the same time. Cole, athletically, is a special talent, and they're going to try and take advantage of that this half.
4 seconds to shoot. Rochester will. 3 in the air, missed it long. How about Griffin Cornicker in the land of the Giants getting in there for that rebound?
Ron, I remember my sophomore year on the team. This was Cole as a freshman. We were running a drill, and one of our old teammates, Antonio, threw a lob pass up to Cole, and we didn't really know he could dunk at that point. And he, as you saw, a 2 there from Rochester. Cole dunked on one of our teammates. It was the best in-person dunk I'd ever seen in my entire life. The whole practice essentially stopped. Cole's an athletic guy.
Still in your mind. Well, he's a special talent. He's the only player in the history of the basketball program that was...
Good take there by Fowler. Strong take.
First team All-UAA in his very first year playing basketball. That was Frilling. Fowler's got 4. Spartans are up 3. Hines almost with a steal. Amabellino inside.
Nice touch there with the left hand. Oftentimes with the bigs, you try and just force them to their off hand, but great touch there with the left. You could see Case running that double high screen. Rochester, I'm sure, game plan that. They looked like they pre-switched there a little bit. Didn't help Case.
Fowler drew some defense. Hines didn't get the call. Bryant's still down. Thought he was going to be shooting free throws. Out top. Called a blocking foul.
You can hear Coach McGinnis pleading right now. Refs are going to figure out the correct time right now.
Going to take a look at the clock. So we'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back.
In search of an extraordinary dining experience where you're certain to enjoy the ambiance as well as the menu? Table 45 Restaurant and Bar is the award-winning mixed culture restaurant located at the Intercontinental Cleveland, offering cuisine from around the world created by accomplished local chef Zack Bruell. Open every day, the atmosphere at Table 45 is relaxed yet inspiring with weekday chill-out happy hours, a behind-the-scenes chef's table, and outdoor dining on Patio 45. Call for more details or reservations at 216-707-4045 or visit us at tbl45.com or on Facebook.
Jack, taking a look at that stat sheet from the first half. Anything jumping out to you?
Well,
I hand you the stat sheet.
One thing I was looking at is, talk about efficiency. Best scorers on each team, Amabellino and Prendergast. Prendergast 5 for 7. Amabellino was 7 for 9. He's now 8 for 10. They're scoring at an efficient clip right now. A lot of times just being relied on upon and being a high volume guy, you can get a lot of points but take a lot of shots, and they stayed efficient. As you can see right there, they called Amabellino as a little moving screen right there. He was going to the post trying to set up, but he dragged too many Spartans along with him.
The tension in the gym's getting a little tighter right now too. I can feel it as we start this second quarter, or the second half.
Absolutely. Ron, it feels like this is going to be a game that's not really going to get past a 5-point game for a little while.
Hines inside, ball stolen. Brian was trying to fake left and then drop step right, and the ball got stripped. Amabilino. Speaking of a strip, Fowler with good defense. Prendergast working
back
against
into the D.
Messino. Shot clock's at 9. A back cut. Boy, beautiful body movement.
Good patience right there.
Jackson with 4. 4-0 run. Rochester back to a 1-point lead. Frilling thought about it. Going to drive and lay it up. They're going to call him for a charge.
Rochester's back in the man defense this half. I wouldn't be surprised if they switch back to the zone at some point, but good charge.
I know Todd's not happy with it, but that's the right call.
Yeah, he was set under him and ready outside the charge circle.
TC Price will dribble it up. Price from Lexington, Kentucky. Cole Frilling, boy, he took a shot to his right hip. He went right into the scorer's table on his right hip. That had to hurt.
Yeah. We're good. I hope Cole's okay. Let's see if we...
You see you in the replay there, Jack, looking out for your former teammate.
Don't worry about it. That, being right here, he hit that hard.
He did, right on his right hip. He's back in the game. And that's Fowler with the rebound.
Rochester still not able to have that shot fall from 3. I believe they're going to be 1 for 9 right now from 3. Case is going to keep letting them shoot.
Frilling against the defense. Got his man to leave his feet. Cole with the foul. It'll go for a 3-point play.
Way to stay active right there by Frilling. When you're out on the 3, not always as advantageous to follow your shot, but when you're that close in, the second effort right there by Frilling got his team 2 points and hopefully 3. Even the subtle spin right there, Ron, away from the defense, something that Cole practices and got him the shot off.
Frilling with 8 points. Spartans with a 2-point lead, 44-42. Just 4.5 minutes into this second half. Defense inside and a better shot by Dan Messino. Messino stayed patient.
Great touch right there. Layups that far away from the basket can be tough to have that touch with the backboard. Impressive, especially with the offhand.
Bob Fowler creates his own look. Bob knocks it down. He's got 6. Everybody's competing right now, Jack. You can see it on their faces.
You can see it, you can feel it. Everybody wants this game right now. Both teams know how much a win right now would mean for them in the standings.
Open look for 3. Hines up for the rebound.
Still won't fall, 1 for 10.
Boy,
great
beautiful
pass.
Look from Corniker to Fowler. Griffin with great eyes. Bob Fowler with an easy layup.
Dan and Drew.
Rochester this half, not as force-feeding Amabilino as they were in the first half. They might try soon, but as you can see right there, Case is trying to double him, not let that happen.
Well, the switch, Fowler took over on defense, created the open look out top, and knocking it down was Drew Jackson. He's got 7.
Only the second 3 they've made today. You knew they were going to fall at one point, Ron. Finally did.
Timeout. Full timeout. We'll be back. Go to 3.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine inspired by the beneficial Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4300 or visit us at hotelsclevelandclinic.com or on Facebook.
Spartans in their huddle. They are reviewing the last shot to see if it was a 3 or a 2. It was called a 3 on the floor, and they're taking a look at it right now. That was Andrew Jackson who hit the shot.
Ron, you can see with the score right now, both teams are playing more towards a Rochester-type paced game. You see, watch the game on Friday, 70-80. It was a very fast-paced game. If Case makes a few more shots, maybe that gets into the higher 80s, maybe even touches the 90s. Right now, we're on pace for, barring any big changes right now in the speed of the game, we're on pace for more of like a high 60s, low 70s game. Much more tailored to what Rochester wants to play at.
Rochester on the season, averaging 74 points per game. Spartans on the season, averaging 89. It's a little bit lower in conference play. They're averaging 86 in University Athletic Association play. Corniker inside. Mitch Prendergast will control the basketball.
Coach McGinnis liked the matchup that Fowler had. Tried to force feed him a post touch.
Corniker shot won't go. Knocked off Rochester. Spartans will keep it. That's Nemzura. Matt went up, number 5, to get that rebound and couldn't handle it.
Hey, no back screen, Trent! No back screen! Stay connected, Matt! Go in!
Hines with the safety pass. Defense amping up again for Rochester. Gang follows Corniker almost out to half court. Griff up and over.
Good take.
Griff's got 6. Yeah.
Two.
Running that motion. Ball movement. Corniker with a steal. Griffin looking ahead to Cole Frilling. Gets it to Cole, reverse layup. Hey, that was beautiful.
Absolutely, that's a great way as an offensive player to try and protect yourself from the block. You can't go through the basket to block it. Great job right there.
Frilling out top. Amabellino, shot blocked by Hines. Brian Hines.
Great play right there.
He's got 18 blocks on the year.
Got him up in the air, but got all ball right there.
Off the inbound, that's just too easy. That's not what you want off an inbound. Well, it is if you're Rochester.
Yeah.
It is not if you're the defense. Take a break. We'll be back.
In search of an extraordinary dining experience where you're certain to enjoy the ambiance as well as the menu? Table 45 Restaurant and Bar is the award-winning mixed culture restaurant located at the Intercontinental Cleveland, offering cuisine from around the world created by accomplished local chef Zack Bruell. Open every day, the atmosphere at Table 45 is relaxed yet inspiring with weekday chill-out happy hours, a behind-the-scenes chef's table, and outdoor dining on Patio 45. Call for more details or reservations at 216-707-4045 or visit us at tbl45.com or on Facebook.
Rochester getting a tongue lashing right now from their head coach, Luke Fricurzi, and Luke's been awful successful over the years. 12th year at Rochester, 189 wins, 2 Sweet 16s, 1 Elite 8. And in the last 10 years, you and I talked about this on Friday night, it's been Washington University and Emory University in the UAA as far as the association champions, but there has been one team twice that has kind of rocked that boat, and it's the team that Case is playing today, Rochester. They've won 2 championships over the last 10 years. They won in 2010, 2011 outright, and then they were in a three-way tie in 2012, 2013 with Emory and Washington University. So Rochester knows how to win. Spartans are hoping to get into that category. Fowler with the long three. Frilling with the rebound. Bob on the crease. Shot was blocked. Here comes Rochester.
I mean, they're not going to call that. They're letting a lot of contact go right now in the paint. Case was able to get a second chance but wasn't able to convert.
Nordsay with the basketball is going to bring it out and hand it to Ross Gang. Gang back to Nordsay. Caught underneath. Comes back out. Missed the shot. Ball still up. Who's it going to go to? They'll say Yellow Jackets will keep it.
Yep, it's going to stay with Rochester.
Umar Rashid was in there for the Spartans. Ryan Newton back in the game. Newton guarding Gang on top. Newton, partial block, then grabbed the rebound. Nice job by Ryan, bringing the ball up the floor. This is Cornicker, back to Newton, good ball movement. Fowler for three, need it, missed it long. Frilling went up and over for a rebound. They're going to call a foul. You're going to say Cole pushed on the back before he went up for that rebound. That's 3 on Frilling.
A little bit of a push. They're going to get him with that. You know, in that situation for Rochester, you are in a very vulnerable position, similar to, you know, a pass interference call in football, where it looks like you just kind of touched them. A little touch in a certain situation can cause a big push, and you know, unfortunately, Cole got called for that.
Nordsay inside. Amabellino working against Frill and banging away, and Cole's going to draw his 4th foul. That's his 4th foul, Jack. I tell you what, if I'm Luke Fakirtsi, I keep giving the ball to Amabellino if Frilling's going to be guarding him. Going to get the most talented scorer for the Spartans out of the game.
It's put in Case in a tough position. Not only does it take Cole out of the game, I think Coach McGinnis is probably worried right now about keeping Cole on Amabellino, and it doesn't look earlier in the game that anybody else has really proven they could stop him.
Discussion on Frilling's amount fouls. The scoreboard had it 3, but the scorebook had it 4, and Jack, you and I had it 4.
Yep. Had him at 4. This is a tough situation. 11 minutes left. We'll see how long Coach McGinnis wants to sit him for. With 3, you can play for a while in the second half, to be honest, and not really worry too much. But with 4, once again, in college basketball, you only get 5. You're worried about him falling out of the game and being done for good.
So he is out with 11:30 left in the game, and the Spartans with a 2-point lead. We're going to keep an eye on that storyline. Thorburns in. Luke Thorburn split out to the left, waiting for a pass to shoot a 3. Luke can knock him down. He's at the top of the key. Cornicker with 8 to shoot. Griffin, spin. Griffin, shot block. Five seconds to shoot for the Spartans.
Looking for a quick hitter here, Ron. They got enough time.
Ball was stolen. Here comes Rochester. It's one of those turnovers that Coach McGinnis lamented at the end of the first half. I mean, I've never met a coach that accepts any kind of turnovers, but it's never really a good time for one. That was not one. This is Messino with the ball inside. Thorburn on defense. Luke trying to play that great D. He does. And Amabellino trying to keep the ball for Rochester, and the shot clock hits 0. I tell you what, that young man does not quit.
Great D right there by the Spartans. You can see Rochester's big. They're trying to pound it down low right now and just try and get some easy buckets. And Case stood up well. Case stood up well in that possession. They're going to need that as we keep going. you could see once Furling came out of the game, they're going to go right down to Amabellino and their other bigs and make Case stop them.
Mitch looking for a high screen. Amabellino almost stole it. Those long arms, Jack, that you talked about. 6'7" frame with arms that just extend to the sky. Newton trying to knock it off Brian, and he does. Umar Rashid getting a lot of playing time this afternoon. This is Newton. Backing it down, ball stolen.
You could hear Rochester's coach yelling to dig. Ooh, good take right there.
Boy, that foul, left-handed touch by Wheeler. Matt Wheeler's got 7.
Doesn't look like Rochester wants to let Ryan get comfortable in the post. They're going to try and make other people beat him.
That defense extending. Tight and tough. Speaking of tough, this matchup, Ryan's going to shoot free throws.
That's what we talked about earlier in the first half. Ryan seems to be just a little too strong, a little too big for Amabellino. Amabellino's got great size, but you know, with the height he's at and his mobility, his center of gravity just doesn't seem as low as Ryan's. Ryan's pounding at him right now and getting to the spots he wants to. Earned him 2 shots.
Newton with 5 points. He's 2 of 3 from the foul line. Bob Fowler back in for Luke Thorburn. Bob comes in with 8 points. And an outside presence. Tell you, the free throws today by the Spartans have been spotty. What was it in the first half? They were 6 of 8. Boy, I never would have guessed that.
8 for 10 right now. It does feel that way, doesn't it, though?
It does. Newton inside. Fowler with a foul. They're going to call Bob with a foul, I think. Block shot. Bob Fowler will draw the foul.
So you're watching the replay. They're going to get Bob right there, jumping into him a little bit.
So this is Nordsay. Rattles it, won't drop. Trent's a 90% free throw shooter. He's 2 of 3. Actually, he's 1 of 3 so far this afternoon. Brian Hines, number 24, back in for the Spartans. Hines is in with 7 points. He's had 2 buckets early in this second half. Nordsay's got 8.
If you can see right now, running Fowler at the point. Coach McGinnis is very comfortable running Bob at the 1 with Corniker out.
They had Hines for a second. Window closed quickly. This is Fowler looking for a teammate. Game tied at 53. Hunter Drenth. Daniel Flory with a nice ball fake. Should have shot it.
Had the 3. Might have been a tough one, but good take.
Nice strength with Ross Gang.
You can see Coach McGinnis is bringing Corniker back in.
Roll replace, double Matt.
Case is going back to the double high ball screen. Yep, Rochester's pre-switching that. But Fowler still gets a good shot off, but just doesn't fall.
Hunter Drenth fighting for it. Ball's on the baseline.
Stay with Case.
And the Spartans are going to get it back. Jumping in there and wrestling for it was Umir Basma. Did a nice job getting the ball. He wrestled over to the baseline, was called out of bounds. Taking a seat right now is Matt Wheeler. He's been a kind of a presence inside in his limited minutes in this game. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Griffin Corniker will inbound it. Spartans down 2. Prendergast into a double team. Mitch with a scoop, won't go. Knocked out of bounds. They'll say Rochester will have it. Furling went out of the game with 4 fouls when Spartans were up 52-50 with 11:30 left. So we're about 3 minutes and 14 seconds removed from that. And Casey scored only 1 point, a free throw.
Yep, just 1 point. You can see how much of an impact Cole has, and not just in his scoring. Someone that's good at, that is that good at shooting and scoring opens up opportunities for your other teammates. And right now, not having Cole on the floor just hurts other people's open looks. Great take right
Hesitation
there.
dribble was beautiful. Created the opening for Prendergast, and Mitch took advantage. He's got 14. That's his first basket in a while. They'd love to see him get hot.
Going back to three-point shooting, Ron. There's another miss right there from Rochester.
How about Mitch Prendergast with a steal? Boy, that was going to be a bunny putback for Bosma, and Mitch took it right out of his hands. Then he goes to the basket,
Good
finds
pass.
his teammate. That's strength for three. Got
Big
it.
shot.
Dribbling it out top. Jackson and Messina. Dan Messina with the basketball. Gets the screen, draws the D, loses the ball. Bob Fowler forward to Mitch Prendergast. Mitch on the break.
Good
That's
take.
a hard one.
And suddenly it's a 5-point game.
That's a tough shot to make right there. 60-55. 6:37 left. You can hear that Spartan bench starting to get loud. Bob
Good
Fowler.
D.
Bob just ripping the ball away from Umir Bosma. Bob will get it back. Fowler out to Griffin Cornicker. Here we go. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 6:10 on the game clock.
Work, Matt, work.
Whistle away from the ball. Foul will go against Rochester. Matt Nemzura inside, banging bodies with Hunter Drenth.
Holding on to him just a little too long. They're going to call there. Amabellino back in the game. You took him out, as you said before, with Frilling. Amabellino also came out. All of a sudden, 7-0 run for the Spartans.
McGinnis wants a timeout. It's a full. He'll get one. We'll take one too. It's 60-55. Just over 6 minutes to play.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine inspired by the beneficial Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4300 or visit us at hotelsclevelandclinic.com or on Facebook.
Down the stretch.
Ron Jantz along with Jack Vaselaney. Sarzucci will join me for the women's tip. That one's starting at approximately 2 o'clock. We got a lot of basketball left in this one. It's been an outstanding basketball game between two teams really playing well.
Both teams have been playing great. They're both really wanting that third place standing. They know what's at stake and what it could be.
You rock. Bear down, White.
Mitch will take the deep pass and bring it back up.
Dictate.
This is Prendergast against Gang. Draws the defense. Cornicker tries to save it. 9 seconds to shoot.
Hey, TC, center field to Detroit. It's going to be center field to Detroit. Ross is going corner, Ross. Deny him, Ross.
Score action here from the Spartans. Look for a ball screen. There it is.
Ross.
Fowler to Drenth. Hunter with a hop and a fadeaway to
Good
drop.
shot. The Spartans can feel it right now. You can tell what they're going to call it there. You can tell their intensity and their confidence right now on the bench just went up to another level.
Hines with the foul. See it in the replay. Amabellino is at the free throw line. Brian 3 of 5, now make it 4 of 6 on the afternoon. He's been outstanding. He's got 20 points. Luke Fakurtzy. You know, he played college ball at Grinnell College out in Iowa, and I asked him before the game if he was a part of David Arsenault's offensive just attack. I don't know if you know much about Grinnell, but he was. He played on those teams. He said it's one of his great memories. Loved every second of it.
Grinnell being the home, if anybody remembers, to that 138-point game by that one player, if you remember.
Single
Ryan?
player.
Yeah.
Well, Luke told me he was there for the single 19 made three-pointers by an individual in one game. That was a record at the time. We didn't know if it still is, but one player made 19 threes. The type of offensive input was encouraged out there at Grinnell. A lot of defense in this game. Spartans up 6. Prendergast, high floater. Well, that was a tough look. Hines and Mitch in the backcourt.
A foul, that's
Ball
going
was
to be
knocked
1-1.
out of bounds. Rochester's going to keep it.
Oh, they're just calling it a tip. Tip out of bounds. Yep, no foul. No foul.
Got to tell you, you and I are sitting over here, but I'm out of breath. This is exhausting.
Yeah, very up and down. You know, the
Yeah,
pace. The
this
pace
is an
has been pretty
intense
quick.
basketball game. Price ball above his head. Amavellino just went right by Brian Hines. He wanted the foul, didn't get it. I think he was doing the reverse to use the rim as a protector against Hines, and didn't work out. This is Drenth, double teamed inside, finds
Good pass.
Hines. Well, that's a good look by Hunter.
Extends it to 8. Rochester needs a basket here. It's on the verge of getting to. Oh, it won't fall.
Drenth with a rebound. Oh, lost it in the backcourt. Ball's loose
They're gonna call a foul.
on the floor. Foul on Hunter Drenth.
That's gonna
Boy,
be
Hunter
1-1.
took a moment of relaxation, and it cost him. I think he got that rebound, and Jack, I think he worked so hard for it that he just kind of relaxed a little bit.
Yeah. 1-1 for Rochester. They're going to need these to go down. They can cut it to a 6-point game. 4 minutes left. Ron, you and I both know that's plenty of time.
Oh, wow, that's an eternity. So Newton's back in. Hines will take a seat.
Looks long. There you go.
That was a key miss for both Rochester and the Spartans.
Dictate, Dan, dictate. Talk, Matt.
Both teams in the bonus. Nobody's in the double bonus yet. Hunter Drenth tried to get it inside, and that pass from Fowler was just a little bit long. Cole Frilling's still out. He's been out for 7.5 minutes now. Spartans have actually increased the lead. Back cut,
Nice
beautiful
D.
defended by Cornicker. You talked about the Princeton look in the pregame, and that was an example there. Griffin snuffed it out.
Absolutely. You know that was all over the scout coming in. He was able to see it and steal the ball as well.
High screen for Cornicker. Newton in the corner with Amavellino on him. Open look, Fowler.
Big
Knocked
hit.
it down! Oh, is that a big bucket, Jack?
You know that. I think we're starting to feel 3 wins coming for the Spartans right now. 11 points, only 3 minutes left. Rochester's going to need. I don't want to say a miracle, but they're going to need something fast.
Cornicker's going to draw the foul. Dan Massino is going to shoot free throws, number 10. It's the dribble drive by Massino. And
Called
there's
it on the arm there.
right on the arm. It's third foul for Griff. Massino perfect at the foul line. Dan Massino from Fairport, New York. Graduate student. When he was in high school, he was the player of the year in Greater Rochester. Went off to Hobart. but now has found his way back as a graduate student to his hometown university. Backcourt, ball stolen. Not what the Spartans wanted. Amabellino with the rebound, and the putback's good.
Well, that's, we're talking about what they needed. That's exactly what they wanted. Cuts it to 8, makes it much more manageable.
Boy, that was careless. Todd wants a timeout. He's going to talk about that. 67-59, just under 3 minutes to play.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine inspired by the beneficial Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4300 or visit us at hotelsclevelandclinic.com or on Facebook.
Ron Jantz, Jack Vaselaney, along with you this afternoon for this men's matchup it's left me breathless. Jack's in better shape than me. He's still feeling good right now. I'm ready for a nap. This has been a great game, Jack.
It's been excellent, and 8-point game, 2:50 left. If you're the Spartans, you're going to try and take as much, obviously beat the press first, worry about that, get down, you're going to try and use as much clock as possible. And once you use that, try and get a good shot. If you're the Yellow Jackets right now, you're trying to push the pace right now, you just need as many possessions as possible.
So look at our production team, Kevin and Paul, our videographers, along with Shayna in the video replay. They always do a great job, and then our leader, Mike Becker. Thanks to all of them. Steele in the backcourt, not quite. Thought it was. Corniker and Newton control. Griffin trying to protect that basketball. Griffin Corniker, the graduate student. He played in 3 NCAAs when he played at Middlebury. He's the young man you want the ball in the hands of when you're trying to wrap up a victory late in a tight game. Corniker will get it. He'll press in. He'll shoot a fadeaway shot that was short.
Big board.
Hunter Drenth, he's been outstanding,
wow.
huh?
What a contribution off the bench. I believe that's 7 points, right? 7 points, and when we're talking about 7 big points within the past 6 minutes.
Spartans up 10. That's their largest lead since it was 17-5 very early. They'll say nobody swiped at that or touched it when they swiped. Let's take a look. Newton swipes it.
Nope, doesn't look like it.
Match up, Ryan up. Make it Ryan up. Ryan.
I'm sure Ryan was probably going for it, but probably lucky he missed it now.
Fowler looking for some help. Newton and Corniker give it to him. Inside 2 minutes. Griffin's not going to be in a hurry.
As we talked about before, use as much clock as possible. Rochester's in a weird spot right now where you could foul, but you don't want to give them 2 free points.
This game was 53-52. Spartans with a 1-point lead at the 9:19 mark. Wow! Oh! Hey, how about that?
And Rod, I think you could probably put the nail in the coffin now. 13 points, minute 20. Feel pretty comfortable now.
Did you see the look on Mitch's face? Looked over to his teammates on the bench, and it was just all joy. Amabellino.
Case doesn't have to worry, doesn't have to rush. Rochester's going to keep attacking them, but there's just not enough time left.
Newton in the backcourt, playing like a point guard. Hunter Drenth!
That's what you call an exclamation point there, Ron. Drenth throwing down the hammer. 13 points. And Case was looking for its 3rd win in UAA play.
They're giving some love to Hunter Drenth right now. The officials are saying, boys, get back on that bench area. They're lassoing them in. Hey, give the Spartans some joy. Let them enjoy it, right? This is a team that's, well, they'd love it to be a record-setting year. It already has in one way. They won 12 games in a row. No team in the history of Case Western Reserve University has ever done that. Way back in 1971 and 72, the first year of the Case Western Reserve University. It wasn't Case Tech. It wasn't Western Reserve. The first year of the the Case Western history, they won 10 games in a row in that first year. Nobody has matched it, even come close since, until this year when this Spartan team won 12 in a row. They had not lost in 81 days heading into last Friday night's loss to Emory. And tonight, it looks like they're going to be back on the winning side. There's Corniker. Are we going to get this Hunter Drenth dunk in this replay? What are we looking at here? Fowler out top. This is not live action. This is a replay, getting the screen.
Is the Mitch three right here.
Oh, that step away three. Yeah.
Got it up quick. Nothing but net.
There you go. There's a look. That's the look at the bench that we talked about.
Ron, and we talked about on Friday gold standard. Emory, WashU in the past, and even you could throw Rochester in there as well. And another miss right there. Talking about Case trying to work towards that. You could see the excitement on the bench. You know, Ron, this isn't just another win.
No.
To be honest, this is
No,
not
it's
another
not.
win. This is a sign of the times. And Case can feel it, and they're happy about it.
Jack, what's something like this do to your confidence level? I mean, you're just a year removed from being teammates with these guys.
They're going to call him for a travel. Said he got two. You know, a game like this is when we were talking before. Case had a lot of wins, but I think it was lacking a couple signature wins. This is the type of signature win you want. And you know, this is not, you know, a 1 or 2 point win. Right now we're talking about a 13-point lead. Obviously it might change a little bit with some fouls or such, but this game is out of reach. And they took punches and they're able to give them. Or there by Drenth. Case has to be extremely happy.
Yeah, there have been that ball is saved. Boy, that's a beautiful save by Nordsay. 3 in the air from Gang. Missed it long. Griff trying to chase it down.
Oh.
How about that? He's hurt too. He got a floor burn or something. Hope it's just that. And he didn't bang his knee too hard. Griffin's down on the ground. Got poked in the eye.
Ron, I have to say, that was incredible. Look at how he did this. In one motion, he was able to dive on the floor and throw a pass. I can't tell you how hard that is.
Griff got poked in the eye, so they're going to take a look at that.
Luckily for Griff, all they got to do is dribble out the clock now, and the Spartans will be 3-1 on conference play.
That was a great basketball game. I mean, the final score won't reflect it, but man, that was a tight game. 74-61, the final. The Spartans of Case Western Reserve. Feeling good, feeling happy. Look at the smiles, the back slaps, the fives. That's a happy bunch of young men right there. Big hug for Hunter Drenth. Boy, how key was he late in this game, Jack?
Absolutely, and we were talking about before, a big storyline in this game was going to be Frilling getting out with 4 fouls. They were able to step it up. Big game, Mitch.
Mitch Prendergast is going to take the headsets from Jack Vaselaney. One guard to another. Mitch, Ron Jantz, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
That was a hell of a basketball game,
That was a great one. It really was.
I mean, that, you know, Rochester comes in the last 10 years in UAA play. It's been Washington University, Emory, and that team that you beat today.
Yes, sir.
And you know, you jump out to a 12-point lead. They go on a 14-0 run. You guys don't score for 6.5 minutes. Could have cashed it in. You did, and you kept fighting. They kept fighting. The 13-point win isn't indicative, I think, of how tight that game was. What was it like playing it? It was exhausting calling it. I can't imagine what it was like for you guys.
It was definitely exhausting. They're a really good team. They played really hard, and I think you know, our big guys really played well. Griff played great. Dan played great. So just being able to handle their pressure and hit open shots, and we were lucky to come away with a win.
Mitch, the defense specifically by Newton, Fowler, and Frilling on Amabellino, number 3 for Rochester. If you didn't notice, he was a pretty good player
He's
out
an
there.
unbelievable player.
He's unbelievable.
Yes,
his footwork's crazy. But the defense by those three guys, specifically in the second half, he had 14 points at halftime. He finished with 22. A lot of it came late. They did a great job, your teammates, defensively.
It was huge. He really he killed us in the first half, and they were able to be physical with in the second half and really stopped his production. So that was a huge thing for us.
Mitch, I was talking to Jack, who, just a year removed from playing on this team. He's my analyst this year, and I asked him about what a win like this could do, and he said this is a signature win.
Yes, sir.
You guys had that 12-game win streak. That's awesome. But you just knocked off one of the kings in the association for the last decade. It is a signature win, isn't it?
It really is. It was a tough one a couple days ago against Emory, so this was huge for us to get back on track and hopefully get another streak going.
Mitch, let's see. You finished with 20 points. Not a bad day at the office in 38 minutes. 4 of 6 from outside the arc. Nice job.
Thank you, sir.
You've earned a nap.
Yes, sir.
Take a nap.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you next Friday night.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
Mitch
Nice to meet you,
Prendergast,
sir.
nice to meet you. The talented guard for the Spartans of Case Western Reserve, leading them today along with the rest of his team. That was a team win. Make no mistake about it.